Do you want to create content that your ideal donor will engage with? I'm guessing that's probably why you're here. In this video, I'm going to walk you through an ideal donor avatar exercise, and I will explain what that means. You will need a piece of paper, pen, or you can open up notes on your computer, whatever you prefer. Before we get started, my name is Dana Snyder, and I am the CEO and founder of Positive Equation, where I teach nonprofits innovative digital solutions to raise awareness and funds for their cause. So, today, what we're going to be talking about is the donor avatar exercise. And this is meant for you to get crystal clear, AKA by outlining a single individual that you are trying to target your message and content to online. So then when you go to create your content, you can ask yourself, would Jill or Jamal or Tanya or Jeff or whatever name you pick for your avatar, would they like this piece of content? Does it speak to them? So this can be used not just for social content, but emails, marketing materials, your website, whatever, you name it. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up my deck here to go through the questions with you. So when you go through this exercise, again, feel free to pause. I'm going to go through them rather quickly, and then you can just pause on the screen or take screenshots. I also advise, I love doing this activity with a team. If you have a group of people that you work with, and then individually do it, and then everybody can come together for a discussion. So let's go ahead and dive in. There are 4 different topics of questions I'm going to be asking that will outline your ideal donor avatar. And they are foundational questions, so the basics, questions about their life, questions about their social media habits, and questions about their giving habits. All right, so let's go ahead and start. So foundational questions. So I want you to give your avatar a name, a specific name. We are creating an ideal individual. This is not a broad sense. So an individual name. How old are they? And I want you to be super specific because this is where like cultural references come into play, depending upon how old they are. So give them an age, not 20 to 35. No, say like this person is 28. This person is 64. What do they do for a living? It could be nothing. They could be retired, right? So really think about, what does this person do for a living and how much money do they make a year? This is also important as to where they will spend their time, where they'll spend their money, what activities they do, their travel, all of that. So these are your 4 foundational questions. Next are questions about their life. Is this person single? Are they married, divorced? Do they have kids? If so, how many? Where do they live? And I don't want you to say they live in the United States. I don't want you to say they live in Georgia. I want you to say they live in Atlanta, Georgia, or maybe they even live in 5 Points in Atlanta. All of these things give a lot of context to what they might be doing in their communities. How do they commute to work? Right? Do they drive? Do they take the subway? Are they living in a city that has great metros? What's a typical week look like for them? How do they enjoy spending their free time? Where do they like to shop? Get specific with stores. Are they an Etsy person? Do they go to Target? What is their weekend like? So I want you to really dive in and spend some time on this life part, because this gives you a true sense of, do they have a busy, hectic, crazy lifestyle? Have they slowed down a little bit? Do they love to travel all the time so they're disconnected from their devices? This gives you a lot of insight into the person, your ideal donor that you're looking for. So in the comments, let me know when you get to this point how you're doing. Drop the name of your ideal avatar. I always love seeing everybody's different names for their person, and share a little bit about them. Share a little bit about what you've created thus far, because I think that helps others going through this process as well. And next up is social media habits. So on the habits for social, what is their favorite social media platform to be on? So not what you would think about, but based upon outlining their life, knowing if they have kids, what they do for their work, what do you think is their favorite platform to be on? And when are they most likely to check this platform? This is an interesting question. In the morning before kids are up, throughout the day at work, while their kid is doing a after school activity, so they have time while they're sitting there. Like, really think about this. How much time do they spend on social media? And oftentimes we think it's less than it is, but the average person spends 2 hours a day on any given social media platform. Think about what type of accounts are they following. So this comes back into their life, right? If this person's a mom with kids that are 7 and 9, they might be looking up craft activities versus somebody who has a toddler might be looking at following accounts very different for baby type stuff, right? So again, think about the types of accounts that they might be following and what type of content does your ideal supporter want to see? Depending upon like what's going on in their life, do they want something entertaining, funny, inspirational? Are they just looking at their friends and their family content? Like really think about what does this person ideally want to see when they open up their phone? And then lastly, their giving habits. So how does this person give? Do they give online, via check, via cash? Are they somebody you can even think about? There's somebody who gives to the Salvation Army when they're ringing the bells at Christmas time. Do they give recurring gifts? Do they give monthly or quarterly to an organization? And if they do, how much? Do they support multiple organizations? Are they somebody who has multiple facets of things that they're interested in? And if so, who? This is a really important question. What excites this person to give? When you think about the essence and the persona of this person, what excites them to give? And how do they feel appreciated? What makes them feel seen? And then on the opposite side, what would make them stop giving? These are all really interesting because they can go into your messaging, how you orchestrate your emails, your website, etc. All right. And if you're looking to take this kind of a step further and see some messaging in action, I have a download here that you can take your phone, scan the QR code with your camera, and I have 4 scroll stopping nonprofit social ads. So you can read through the copy, see the visual. What is it that they're trying to pull at? Who do you think their ideal donors are by looking at these individual ads that are run by nonprofits? So again, this is a really great activity to do with your whole team. Have everybody do it individually and then share around the table or Zoom and see what similarities or differences you have. So again, please let me know in the comments about your ideal donor's name. And please subscribe if you have found this video helpful and come back and join me for more social media trends and tips in the nonprofit online fundraising space. See you next time.